Hello, my name is Baron from Baron's Military Masks, and in today's video I'm going to be going over all three of my Burrell gas masks. The one in the middle is not a Burrell gas mask, I would say, but it is a variation of the Burrell gas mask. The three I have right here all cost me way too much. The two right here, they cost me a fortune. They cost me way too much. I'm not going to go over how much they cost me because I'll be ridiculed. The one in the middle, it wasn't that much. It was just a bog standard NCA1 mask. I only got it for like $50, so it's a nice purchase for a variation of the Burrell gas mask. I never actually believed I would ever obtain one of these, but now I have two actual Burrell gas masks. This one on the left is the best condition I have in my collection because it actually has a filter and a good hose, whereas this one is just like a crumpled up piece of like dust. The left one is actually really nice. You usually see these being mistaken for actual wartime Kops Monroe style gas mask from 1918, which was an experimental design which spanned from the experimental earlier 1918 Akron and Kops TISO gas masks during World War I. But then they would later, the U.S. military would later develop that into the Kops TISO Monroe, which is basically this is a clone of the Kops TISO Monroe. I'll get this over here. This is basically what the Kops TISO Monroe looked like, but it had a sort of, I would call it an M1 felt filter, is what they were called. They are, they could either be green or blue, I believe. I know one has been passed around to many collectors as an actual military KTM, but it was just a standard Burrell gas mask with a Kops type Facepiece with a M1 felt filter. I apologize if I've called this the Burrell Kops gas mask yet in this video. It is not the Burrell Kops, it is the Burrell gas mask with a Kops type Facepiece. The Kops type Facepiece is basically this is a Kops type Facepiece. It is just the standard rubberized fabric. It is a rubber facepiece with a fabric coating or a stockinette coating that has this little these little black lines around it and like a beige color. These masks did actually come with M1, like completely intact M1 flutter valves. I apologize. They're not M1 flutter valves. They are MSA flutter valves. That's what I meant. The M1 flutter valves were only really used on the corrected English box respirator, the Richardson Florian Kops gas mask, the Akron TISO, the Kops TISO, and possibly the Kops TISO Monroe. And I believe the M1 flutter valve was also used all the way up until the M1 service gas mask and to the M1A2 service gas mask, as I don't believe MSA worked on the M1A2 service gas mask or the M1 service gas mask. So these are not actually M1 flutter valves. These are MSA clones of the M1 flutter valves, as these are all MSA industrial gas masks. This is an MSA industrial gas mask. It is intended for, well, I wouldn't say industrial gas mask, as it was made for civilians on board ships during World War II or ship workers. There's multiple photographs of the NCA1 gas mask being used on board ships and off board ships in testing. The NC gas mask model A1 differs from the actual Kops type facepiece in that it has a large plastic lens and a flutter valve just without a bracket or anything. As you can see, these are usually all dated January of 1942, much like this one on the left. I'll show you that later. But it actually has a cemented chin seam as opposed to a this type of chin seam right here. I'm not sure what you want to call it. It also has these gigantic 68 millimeter. I think it's 68. No, the Navy diaphragm Mark V is 68. I don't know what millimeter these are, but it's a 60 something millimeter bilateral canister on both sides. As you can see, there is a Navy anchor stamp right there. This is a size small. Also on the inside, these little things right here, they changed. These little tabs, these fabric tabs for the buckles, they changed. Also the TISO system changed drastically, and it is very similar to the TISO system on the all vision type gas masks. This one is dated January of 1942 by MSA Company, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, USA. As you can see, this is seamed in, or stitched in, whereas these use a dual pressed in lens system, and these also use very different type of buckle system. Also, of course, you can see the I believe it's a stitched chin seam or something of the sorts, and these also use a butterfly type TISO system, much like the ones off of the Akron and Kops TISO gas masks, but these were not actually used. Sometimes these were taken off of the older Akron and Kops TISOs, but I don't think that's common. These are just MSA butterfly valves, I believe. As you can see, this is this has a stippled inside for better grip on the facepiece, or the face, and this is a smooth rubber as opposed to a stippled. This mask right here, this Burrell gas mask, it came with this weird 10-inch rubber hose. I believe it's an MSA hose, and it's very stiff. I'm gonna have to put some Trident silicone spray on it. I did just run out like right before I made this video, so I'm gonna have to buy some more. Let me put this on here. Also, if I say anything in this video that is incorrect, please correct me. I don't want to be wrong. There we go. Fully movable. I'm just going to keep that on there. And now we can actually get onto the... Oh, actually, hold on. Forgot to show you. I believe that might actually say Kops. This stamp right here. That either says Kops or the one on this side says Kops. One of them says Kops because it is a Kops type face piece. To the left now. Alright. Now this face piece is the best Kops, the best Kops type face piece I've seen. That might be the Kops type stamp right there. And this one says number 202 on both sides of the face piece. This actually has a 10-inch corrugated stocking covered rubber hose for some reason. I've seen these on Pulmosan marketed masks, but probably also MSA marketed Burrell masks. This one actually does have a January of 1942 dated flutter valve, MSA flutter valve, but this one does not for some reason. This is weirdly free floating. I'm not sure what that's about, but this leads into a type GMC filter. I'm not entirely sure what these will protect against, but it's not ammonia, as the type GMD filters protect against ammonia. This is a yellow canister, and it is dated November 22nd of 1947. I need to change that on my Instagram because I put 1949. That's what I thought it said. But this is 1947, I believe. Or 1941. I'm just going to say 1947 because that's the most believable, I'd say. There we go. This reeks of MSA. Like, it reeks of MSA masks. I guess I can go into the inside. Unfortunately, this mask does have a damaged celluloid lens, whereas the inside plastic layer, these have two layers. It's one piece of glass on the inside, one piece of glass on the outside, and then a plastic layer on the inside. And sometimes on World War I masks, and even these masks, that gets like really damaged. And that's called a celluloid lens. So sometimes water or just it cracks or it gets old, and it makes it look like this. On this side, there is some damage right there too, but that might be on the inside. No, it's on the middle. So yeah, that gets damaged sometimes. Ooh, that's weird. That's weird. Because I'm not going to speculate on this because I don't want to be wrong, but this might be a different manufactured one because this has a longer, it has like a much longer buckle system, whereas this has a much shorter buckle system. If anybody knows anything about that, please tell me. I don't want to try to speculate and be wrong. I was going to speculate this could be just like a military KTM, but that's going to be completely wrong. I don't know. I'll read more into it. I'll look more into it. but on the inside of this mask, it still has the same stippled grip inside. But as you can see, I did put some Trident silicone spray on this, and it looks immaculate. And it still has the same butterfly TSO system right in there. It goes right into the eyepiece, so it defogs. And this one actually has a dual system right here for buckles. So this and this can connect to the inside. That is actually not the case on the inside of this, as they're much shorter. It's not the case inside of here. Those only have one. Another reason why I say it's a much different manufactured, but I'm not going to speculate again. Really decent condition, a lovely condition. Now I'm actually going to go into the cases of this mask. Really quickly, I'm just going to show you the head harness I got with this mask on the right. Mine Safety Appliance Company, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Front straps to be pulled last. Really nice head harness. Let me actually move these out of the way so I can show you the inside of the carriers. Getting into this carrier on the left for the strange dual buckle Burrell mask, I have this MSA, Mine Safety Appliance Company industrial gas mask. This is one of the very few masks that actually calls itself an industrial gas mask. There we go. Here's a little plaque. Mine Safety Appliance Company, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let me pick this up really quickly. And this is actually one for a Burrell gas mask. There we go. Mauser Mill Company, Trichlers, Pennsylvania. Burrell type GM series, probably relating to the GM style of filter. Number 201. Okay, so it is a 201, not a 7. I was incorrect. Inspected by SHK, dated June 8th, 1938. Gonna read through that. And on the inside is the jacked up head harness I got with this. I don't even know what that is. Someone stitched together something on here to make it a full head harness because it is just destroyed. I cleaned the inside and it looks quite nice. And it reeks of MSA once more. So let's get into the other one. It's actually nothing special. It's just a, well, you'll see when I get to it. As you can see, there is nothing on the top as it's all worn off. And as you can see, it is just a standard all vision facepiece crate. It doesn't even say when it was inspected or anything, but it does have the Bureau of Mines stamp, I believe. Yep. Even says the trademark registered in US and Canada patent offices. This has actually come off a little bit. I'll have to probably glue that in or something. But yeah, this is unfortunately falling back, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope to be getting more of these very soon because I really love Burrell gas masks and everything that everything about them. So I might be getting more NC-A1 masks, more Burrell masks, and hopefully even some experimental masks like the Akron and the Kops TSO. But that's probably impossible because not many were even made. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.